There's great times for everything. Hello everyone, this is Saki Nikaido Stuff Violence here, anime here, aka John Pullman, horror author, manga writer, personality name here, aka Gabe here. And you can see it, I keep my promises, no. So you can see what tier list we're on. This is the final part of the Wonder Weapons, and this should not take long at all. And if it does, I'm sorry. But let's go through it previously first. Unless you've seen the video already. And no, I barely say this as spoilers for anything. I don't think it is at all. So, stop seeing the ad. Not interested. There you go. Now, go away, ads. So, previously on the tier list, you can see as I scroll down, I want you to pay close attention to the Wonder Weapons. I won't say the name, but I want you to pay attention in case you did not see the last tier list. So here we go. Scrolling down through silence. Also, I'm just going to take my camera off for a moment. Okay, there we go. Garbage! Alright, there we go. Now I'm back. So you saw what Wonder Weapons were in each tier. Again, we have garbage, and then we have iffy, and then we have decent, yeah. And then we have great, but then we have God tier. There you go. Hope you weren't wearing your headphones now, don't worry. So, okay. You see the title, you see what's going to happen here. So, the Wonder Weapons we have to work with are the Kraken, Alistair's Folly, Hand of Helma, Hand of Oranos, I'm sorry if I got that one wrong, Hand of Gaia, Hand of Charon. Then we have the Ray K-84, basically the Mark IV of the ray gun in the form of an AK. Then we have the Cerberus, the Crizzle Axe, the Die, and we have the Death of Orion, Pack-a-Punched. When it's called the Scarlet's Kiss, it's Pack-a-Punched. There is no upgrade.
Here's Liz, who's
what the? I have no idea what that was. I'm trying to do a tier list. Please stop talking to me, ads. I don't want you. Okay. So, I'm going to be honest with all of you. Here's the rules I'm going to go over. God, now the ad's in my head. I don't know if it's real or not. It's not. No. I hate when that happens. So, we have, again, the Wonder Weapons I showed you. And I'm a bit mixed about these ones. Now, let's start with the Kraken. In my own opinion, the Kraken, since we're getting Chaos out of the way, and apparently Chaos is canon for the Dark Aether. Yes, you heard me correctly. That's what I've heard. I've researched the lore and read the lore up to date thus far before Black Ops 6 comes out. Yeah, you heard me correctly. So, we're going to rank those Wonder Weapons first. Also, the ones I've never used, you'll find out to be a little surprising. So, here's how the Kraken goes. Basically, it's used for an Easter egg step, and you can have fun with it overall. I'm going to go over how to get every single variant, even though we already know how and how powerful they are between... You get what I'm saying. So, we have the basic Kraken itself. You can get this from a Stoker by killing him, then fill up a chest around the map. And then you have to look for some random object around the map that is located near your chest, I think. I have not built this Wonder Weapon in a long time to get it for free. I've been getting out of the box recently. Anyways, all I remember is that you can see the image of the Wonder Weapon. A literal tentacle will put the Wonder Weapon on a little board for free. And then you get the Kraken. And then the Kraken's variants is fire, water, poison, and electricity. you need the poison variant for the Easter egg. And no, it's not good. In my opinion, none of the variants for the Kraken are good. What I do find to be the most helpful, though, is the poison one. I find the poison one to be helpful in the boss fight sometimes. That's just my opinion. This is my own opinion on these things, okay? So please, nobody get heated in the comments. So how do you build the chemical kit? How do you build the upgrade station? Find parts around the map. I can't even tell you where they are because I've done forgot, and that's how much I like that wonder weapon. It's forgetful, in my opinion. Again, don't get heated in the comments. But what I do remember is that once you've built this upgrade station, you have to pay over 3,000 points for each upgrade. So you're not getting the upgrade for free. You have to pay that points, that money. Also, the poison variant for the wonder weapon step is used for shooting water pipes to refill the room with water. I don't know. So overall, in my opinion, where is the where's the Kraken going? You might be wondering to yourself. Oh yeah, also you can call me Rezi, by the way. So you might be wondering to yourself, John, second to Kyle stuff I to anime, Gabe, or Rezi, why are you gonna put it in the iffy spot? Well, because I just told you, and this is not one of my favorite wonder weapons. I'm sorry if that made no sense, by the way, and if I'm sorry that was out of context. Yeah, that's right, it's going in the iffy spot. Okay, to boil everything up, oh yeah, let's go to the Alistair's Folly. Now, I'll admit, the Alistair's Folly is easy to get. It's the upgrades that really just eat at your soul. It's what eats at my soul. It's also required for the Easter egg. So, in order to get the basic Alistair's Folly, you have to look around the map outside of the mansion for colored letters. From yellow, red, green to blue. Or you could just trial and error it once you know other two letters. And you could go from there. That's what I do. I kind of force the case open. This is located in the library. However, you do have to build one of two things. First off, you have to get the Chaos Theory. And to do that, you have to bash a library shelf that's holding books that reveals a secret part for the wonder weapon with your shield. Then you have to kill a werewolf and take it to the greenhouse. After that, you have to get zombies in the forest where Pack-a-Punch is located to actually go ahead and dig up a part. Oh yeah, I also forgot. It's RNG based. You want to know why? Because there's a tornado that'll suck them up into the air and screw you over. Unless you get the Chaos Theory power. Yeah. And then, if anything couldn't be worse than that, moving on to the Alistair's Annihilator. That's one of the things you have to do to get the Annihilator. The other thing is that you have to shoot these light bulbs or something inside of the cemetery in a certain amount of time. Look for a glowing orange one, but it's random and you need to restart the round if you fail. After that, you kill a bat. And then it's just, you kill like vampires or something. And you get their serum out of them by sucking them up with the tornado. There's going to be a vial down there that's yellow to release a crimson vampire. Yeah, I think they were really trying to throw back RE1 Remake when they put the crimson things in there. Okay, anyways, once you build your Alistair's Annihilator Ultimate Magic you can go ahead and use it, but also it's used for an Easter egg step. We'll know what it's used for. You have to send, and I quote, you have to send one of your teammates straight to hell to do a lockdown sequence or something. To me, this wonder weapon is great, but the steps are not that good. But you know what? I'm gonna put it in the great section, but it is honestly going below the ice staff. This tier list might not be short at all. Let's talk about the gauntlets. Basically, what you have to do is do their steps, and seeing as I haven't played much of Ancient Evil, I have upgraded all of them before. The thing I don't remember about them is their, like, how powerful they are. I don't remember how powerful they are, but I remember that most of them sucked. So, just hear me out. I do think my favorite one's the Hand of Gaia, by the way. You can all come at me in the comments if you want. But my favorite one's the Hand of Gaia. And no, it's not God tier, but it is great. But I'm actually gonna put it... Oh, God, where am I gonna put this? You know what? I'll put it in above the Alistair's Folly. The Hand of Helma. I remember this one does like a little sunlight beam or whatever after you're done upgrading it with your charge shot. This one, in my opinion, is decent. But I'm honestly gonna put it below the Kraken. The Hand of Charon. I remember what this one does. You do need this one for, like, early on Easter egg step. And I remember, I think the upgrade goes like this. Acquire the gauntlet, obviously. Then go to a river of blood and collect, like, 4 coins or something. And you only have a certain amount of time to do it. I guess after all those steps are done, you go into a portal and it's called the River Blood Bank or something. And then you just kill zombies there and it's upgraded, voila. So, in my opinion, it's a decent wonder weapon, but I'm sorry. It's honestly going above the Kraken. The Hand of Uranos. Or whatever. Yes. This hand. Where must I put this one? No. I don't like this one. I've used this one, and this is my own opinion. It's going in the garbage section. But, to be fair, I'm going to put it above the Black Ops 1 Winter's Howl. And if I could have duplicated that Winter's Howl Wonder Weapon in Part 1 to make it into the prototype from Black Ops 4, which is way better in my opinion, I would have. But okay, that's all the... No, that's not all the Chaos Wonder Weapons out the way. Yes. The, Death of Orion when Pack-a-Punch into the Sarket's Kiss. I'm going to explain this Wonder Weapon in a nutshell. Basically, what you have to do is do all of your trials, collect a pot off of the challenge Todium area or whatever, and spawn. Then you have to literally go down to the Pack-Punch room, collect a large cog and chains or something. It's weird. You collect that, and then you go ahead and build it from the door that leads to the Bowie knife. And then you get kills there, and then you have to get like a key or something and just poison a tree or whatever, and then you have to go and poison the box to get the wonder weapon out of the box for free. Yeah, it costs you 0 points once you do all that. I explained it the best I could in a nutshell. I'm not the best at explaining things, but I also don't care about this wonder weapon. Honestly, since you're basically getting it for free, literally right out of the box, why not couldn't they have just had a wall break and then you grabbed it from there? Why couldn't you put the scorpion on whatever is chained to it? Why couldn't you do that instead of all those random steps? I don't know. I'm gonna put this wonder weapon into decent. It's basically the version of the Wonder Wappa for Chaos. And no, it's not that good in my opinion. I will take the Wonder Wappa any time of the week. So, you know what? I'm going to put it in decent, but I am also going to put it below the Wonder Wappa. In front of the Vitrolic Withering / the Acid Gat. Now, can we finally move on to these other Wonder Weapons? Please. Okay, good. We're going to do them in order. Okay, starting off with the die. you basically have to kill a Megaton, then kill the 2 split... Oh, wait. Hold on. I'm sorry. Once the Megaton is a full Megaton, it thus eats of the fetus, and it throws acid or radiation bomb at a tree that you need for later for the ice upgrade. Which the ice upgrade is not that good, by the way. The best one is the electric one, but we'll get to that. Trust me now. Promise. So, anyways, how do you first off get this thing? First off, you go ahead... After he's done throwing his little green radiation bomb at the tree for the ice upgrade, you split him into 2, and then you kill the 2 other halves to, like, drop ammo and other things for you. After you do all of that, you pick up a key card, then you go into the weapons lab. This is on D Machina, by the way. You go into the weapons lab, you insert this key card, and then thus take the die remote that talks to you and will make you go insane because of how much it's talking to you. And I will admit, the remote is helpful. It says beginning cooldown, and it says fire when ready, when it's ready. So what do you do in here? Well, remember the starting room from Nocturne Toten? Yeah, you'll see like a little hole that a skeleton guy's holding this wonder weapon for you. And in order to get this, you must train a bunch of zombies, activate the trap, which is free, by the way. It doesn't cost any points. But how I look at this wonder weapon being unlocked is that because you see this, and I quote, the sucking the zombies in is basically, I guess, to fill up the ammo, because that's how you reload this thing. You literally hold down L2 or right or left trigger, depending on what console you're on. You hold that down to suck up the zombies for ammo. Now, once all these zombies are done, the die will be released, and the remote will literally tell you fire when you're ready. Which means you can take your time if you have too many zombies. But when you do fire the door off, it blasts the door off, the wonder weapon. That's how I like to look at it. And basically just gives you 60 shots or something. So, I'm not going to count the shots for the other Wonder Weapon variants, though. Well, actually, yes I am. I'm trying to remember how much comes with which one. So, okay, we got how to get the Wonder Weapon out of the way. So, basically, after that, remember that ice upgrade I was talking about and how you had to use that Megaton? Yeah. There's a little box at the top where the Wonder Fizz will be. You want to shoot that, and you want to place down this little vial, or this little bottle or whatever. You don't have to end the round. It'll literally give it to you. It takes time. It takes some time. After you're done waiting for it, you go down to where Speed Cola is, and you activate the ice upgrade by grabbing the bottle that was being filled up from the tree sap, and then you go and break the chains. Sorry. After that, you basically do the following. You break the chains on the box, you will have the upgrade in your current possession, and I think you get 100 and... It's not 150, is it? It can't be 150. Man. It's a lot of shots, basically, but it's not that good. You do need this for a Wonder Weapon step to actually complete the passcode for the computer or something. You basically shoot this like little weird machine in the Speed Cola room. So now the fire upgrade. The fire upgrade... Oh, and I forgot. The die cryo freeze is what I just explained. The die shockwave is what comes with it. And you'll be needing that shockwave a lot for a lot of steps. Trust me, I know from best experience, because it drove me nuts. I mean, it didn't drive me completely mad. It was making me aggravated. I was getting irritated. So basically, after you obtain the cryo freeze, you can obtain these in whatever. I'll try to explain the rest of them as we go. Oh, this is not going to be fun. Well, basically, what you basically can do before putting on the vial under the tree is that when you're able to suck up something there's like this little canister or whatever down inside of a hole far away. You just want to suck it to you, and then you can grab the tube to put inside of the weapons lab where Deadshot Daiquiri is, also where Blueprint is of the Wonder Weapon. During that time, if you have a Plague Hound round, you shoot them and it'll suck up the gas from them, and then you can go get the Nova 5 upgrade where the plane is by Jug. And once you put that little canister on, you shoot or knife it. I find it best to knife it. And then the vines will disappear, and then you'll get the Nova 5. And I think it comes with 90 shots or something. Okay, so the next upgrade I want to explain is the Dithermite, the fire one. I think that's what it's called. It makes sense. So, how do you obtain this? Well, there's something that you shoot under half of the plane or something. And you want to wait until you go into the Dark Aether mode to grab this little laser device. After you do that, there will be a portal somewhere, wherever it is, to go activate that. You interact with the anomaly portal, right? And then you go ahead and go to the weapons lab, and you interact with that, and it'll open like a box that was in the past or something like that. Because the box you're currently trying to get the upgrade out of is on the truck where you start the cryo freeze, and it's literally by the quick revive machine in the pond. So after you do that, it will take you back into reality. And then you'll go ahead and you basically can open up the Dithermite and get it. It's not that good. I just use it for the Easter egg. Okay, the last upgrade I like to explain, and this is the one I know best because it's the best upgrade and it makes me sad to talk about. So, let's talk about the electric upgrade for the die. So there's like these 3 crystals or something like that, right? And they're glowing. What you have to do is suck up the, and this is all with the shockwave, by the way. There's no other way to obtain these upgrades in my experience through this, unless anyone can comment. But I'm pretty sure you literally have to suck up every single thing with the shockwave. So you use the shockwave to suck up these crystals. There's one literally at the top of where the Wonder Fizz is by the, on top of Noct, and then you go back down into the accelerator room, and by Pack-a-Punch, well actually under Pack-a-Punch, and you'll see this chest. You have to shoot at this chest 3 times. Now mind you, you can do this in one go if you're quick enough, but you can also do it at your own time. Just take your time is what I'm trying to say. Because the next crystal is by this door where you open up to go into the entire facility underground. Then you gotta run back, rinse and repeat, go to Pack-a-Punch, shoot the box. Then you have to go ahead and suck up a crystal from the pond, again, shoot the box at Pack-a-Punch. And then that's it. You've obtained your upgrade. And I think this is the one that comes with 150 shots, or maybe it's 240. I don't really remember. I'm sorry. But my point is, where am I going to place this on the tier list? You want to know? Okay, I'll tell you. So, except for all the other steps, I'm going with the upgrade, the electric upgrade for the die. Which I'm going to put it in God tier, but I'm honestly... Give it back. I'm honestly going to put it slightly below the Apothecant Servant. Again, I'm sorry if I made any of you mad by explaining all this, but I feel like it's important, okay? So, let's talk about the next one, the K84. Oh boy, how fun this one is. Okay, I'm going to say this in a nutshell, because I don't want to explain this entire Wonder Weapon, but I'm probably going to, and I have to. So in order to obtain this Wonder Weapon, you go ahead and you collect an eye from a zombie, then it scans the eye, then it gives you a key from the weapon. Actually, wait, hold on, no. You obtain the blueprint from the workbench, which makes no sense to start this Wonder Weapon off. After you obtain the blueprint, you go and collect a book off the ground from where the zombie is, and you stab its eye out and collect it. Then you go back into the little weapons lab place, and you go to scan the eye. And then it'll give you a key that you have to use at the other place. I don't remember. I am sorry, I don't remember the name of it. I'm going to call it the barracks, since I think there's places with the lockers are called the barracks. What I'm trying to get at is that there's many lockers that you can use this key on, and you will hear a mimic spawn in. If it's not the correct mimic, rinse and repeat until your correct mimic spawns, because it'll give you a part of the Wonder Weapon. Next, what you have to do is go ahead and play a dart game with a single shot weapon. The sequence that eyeball has spawned in, you can interact with this computer in the weapons lab and look closely, and you can see your sequence. It's random, and in the spawn room, once all the power accelerators are on, you can go play darts with a single shot weapon and shoot that correct sequence that it gave you in that correct order, and then shoot the bullseye and it'll give you a part. Next, you have to wait until like round 15 or something, and then you have to go ahead and shoot the cannon off of a, what are they called? Off of a mangler, and it'll give you the weapon core. Then you kill the mangler and the rest of the zombies, and we're not done yet, because you got to put the weapon core in to a little cooling device in the weapons lab. And then you pass 2 rounds and your weapon core should be ready and charged up. Then you go to the workbench where you took the blueprint off of, and then you can go build the Ray K84, aka it is Ray K84, but it's also the Mark IV ray gun, in my opinion. I mean, come on. We've had Mark 1, we've had Mark 2, we had Mark 3, and now we have Mark 4. So, where am I going to place this? I'm honestly going to place this in the God tier. First off, let me explain why. You have to know how to use the Wonder Weapon. There are 2 things for this Wonder Weapon. You can shoot it regularly, or you can spawn in that little other shot and switch back quickly and shoot in the middle to blast all the zombies away. That's confusing to explain, but it's like you're shooting out a grenade and it blows all the zombies away, but you have to shoot this like little orb. So where am I going to put this? I'm putting this in God tier. Want to know why? Because the rest of the ray guns are here. Want to know why exactly I am doing this? We're going to place it there until I can actually get up here. I'm honestly going to put the Ray K84 right there. Ew, what is this ad? Please go away. Thank you. Okay, nice to know. Again, this is just my opinion at the end of the day. Okay, next we have the Cerberus. So, this one's actually fairly easy to explain. I've been trying to get this one for free for such a long time, but I can never find the last number sequence. How this Wonder Weapon goes is, obviously you have to turn on the power, you have to turn on Pack-a-Punch. What you have to do to obtain this Wonder Weapon, the Cerberus, is the following. Kill your first Panzer Soldat, or Kranzi Soldat, or whatever it's called. It's basically a Panzer. Kill the Panzer, obtain the battery, go put it into Klaus's head, again, in a weapon lab. And then you go into the yard at Pack-a-Punch, but be careful of that spotlight because it's going to shoot you. You need this this radio antenna to put inside of the factory to update to upgrade Klaus for the Easter egg and stuff. Now, I collect this all the time, so I'm not entirely sure if I do need this for the Wonder Weapon, because the guide always said collect this and that, and so I did. And basically, you go and put that antenna on in the factory. And then after that, you go ahead and you kill a zombie to turn it into a brain rot zombie. As I like to call them, helpy zombies. Because they help you for a certain amount of time. Anyways, what this zombie will do inside of room 207, 203, some type of number room, it has these boards on it by the stamina up machine in these apartments, and what the zombie will do is break the boards off and then break the door down and go kill the rest of the zombies. What you have to do is go into that room and collect the hands, collect Klaus's hands off of the zombie it was brutally choking. And you can also see there's a blueprint inside of the that exact room and a safe. So what you have to do is then activate Klaus. Your left equipment will be gone for a few moments, but you have to activate Klaus for him to go to a locker and punch open a locker that has the blacklight in it. You basically then have to go into the subway, the shop, and the factory to see your sequences of the code, and you have to literally write all this down. The one that I can never really find in time, except for that last time, and I kind of messed it up, is the one in the subway. I know where to look for it now, but it's still hard, in my opinion. It's not hard, it's doable, it is difficult. Because in my life, I'm not really good with, what's it called, with safes, with all those numbers. But hey, practice makes perfect. I'm starting to get a little bit better at it, so don't hate me in the comments, okay? Please don't. So anyways, after you've got your sequences for the safe, you go ahead and activate that on all of those dials in the certain order it gave you, and hopefully you ran all this down, because it is straight up RNG codes. After that, you go ahead and open up the safe, and it will unlock after you get the last one done correctly, and then you can obtain your free Cerberus. And how you upgrade this is basically killing zombies with it, and it will drop upgrades. There's a shotgun upgrade, there's a grenade launcher, missile rocket, something upgrade, and there's a machine gun upgrade. And I'll explain this for the Easter egg. What you have to do is get the machine gun variant and activate Klaus. First, you have to melt this metal door to open up this like big experiment lab or something. And then you have to activate Klaus for him to open up this door. Also, you have to shoot these things off of antennas or whatever around the map with the Cerberus. And that's basically the Cerberus explained. So where am I going to put this? Honestly, I like this weapon. I think it's a god tier weapon. I'm actually going to put it above the die, because I like this weapon. I like all the weapons. I like all of them, except for the variants that the die has. And I think the variants that the Cerberus has are better, so I'm going to put it above the die. And now we're moving on to the Krislax, the last wonder weapon to explain in further detail, because it's daytime. So, how you get this thing, right? Oh, this is gonna suck. It's fairly simple. Okay, so what you have to do is activate the power and then activate the first step of the Easter egg, and a cutscene will play, revealing that Psychov was the Forsaken all along. And after you do that, you hear like this rocket meteor blast into the donut shop, and you gotta protect that donut shop from infinite amount of monsters and zombies coming at you in one place, and you literally have to stay on this rock until it's done. And by luck, I hope you have a great wand field upgrade with you, of whichever one helps you out the best, and I hope it's fully upgraded, because this is like a lockdown sequence, except it's not, and more zombies and monsters will come after you. Anyways, my point is, after all that's done, this gold ball will be done protecting the crystal, and you can grab it. the next thing you have to do is spawn in the other, or well, you have to wait for this to spawn in. The other variant of the Margwa, the Abomination, it has to shoot a crystal whenever it spawns in. It can be outside of the, where you go to the observation tower, or you can go in there in general and just mess around in there. I recommend staying outside of that teleporter because it's crowded, it's a bit blurry, and you don't know where you're going most of the time. Anyways, my point is, after he shoots a crystal, you can go ahead and kill him or end the round. I really don't care. And you go ahead and grab your other crystal thing. Yeah. And then the last one, you have to wait for a red crystal monster to spawn in. I forget what they're called. The tormentors, I think they're called tormentors. You have to build a flamethrower and shoot one tormentor with it until it breaks, and then you can collect the red crystal. And then you can go build it in the weapons auxiliary room. I'm starting to notice a trend with these weapon labs, by the way. You go ahead and you place all your crystals in this, like, purple liquid tub or whatever. And you have to get a certain amount of melee kills. And after that, you can have your free Crystal Axe. And the only upgrade for it is to pack-a-punch it, basically. However, this has two modes to it. A machine gun that uses up ammo and it will drop purplish, pinkish crystals down for ammo for you. Or you can just wait for max ammo, or you can fill up your wonder weapon with a lot of points at an ammo station. And then after that, you can go back to axing away. This is also used for the Easter egg to shoot like these glowing orb things around these other crystals. Something like that. So, this one is also going into God tier, but in my opinion, the Crystal Axe honestly beats the Cerberus and the Die because it's so overpowered. And that is the complete Wonder Weapon tier list, everyone. Again, these were just my honest opinions of how to do all these, etc. Blah, 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 blah. You get it by now. And let's take a recap. So, we can see all the Wonder Weapons that have been placed into God tier. Of the following, I'll go ahead and turn off my camera. Of the following, we have the Raygun Mark III, Mark II, Mark IV, Raygun blah 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 blah. You can see it, so I'll take a moment of silence. There you go, everyone. Voila, that is the complete list of the Wonder Weapons, of ranking all these Wonder Weapons. I hope everyone has enjoyed this, and let me know what you think down in the comments below. I'd really like to know all your honest thoughts, as I have gotten a lot of comments in the first part. We all know what comes after this tier list here. The rest of ranking the gobblegums. But anyways, everyone, I'm gonna say this. Without a further ado, this has been Saki Nakato, Stuff Finding Link to Anime here, aka John Pullman, horror author, manga writer, name, personality here, aka Gabe here, or if you like to be fancy, for the people that know this name, aka Rezi here. And that being said, stay tuned for more awesome, epic, amazing content coming to the channel. And that said as well, I'll see all of you in the next one via the next videos, the next manga, the next streams, all of the above, just other content in general. And also remember to have a good morning, a good afternoon, a great evening, and a great night. S++ all the way. Alright, all that said, I always forget this. As an extra bonus, please stay safe out there. This world is very dangerous, and it can trick you and screw you over in many ways possible. That said, everybody, peace out. Bye-bye. I shall see all of you in the next one. Bye-bye for now.